Fit in 10 Nation, it is day 44 of the Fit in 10 Challenge, day 44. And I know it's the weekend, but the last two videos that I put out, I've only had maybe like 10 views, which tells me that you guys are not watching them as much. And I want you to make sure you keep watching them to keep you motivated and make you feel like I am there with you, because I am. I am thinking of you guys each and every day. And speaking of thinking of me and you, the website has been down. I don't know what's going on. I'm having my web guy look at it. But since yesterday, I have not been able to look at the feedback. So I don't know, what you guys have put up. Well, you haven't put up anything obviously recently because you can't. But hopefully I should have that up soon, okay? Only 6 of you came out on Saturday. Tisk, you guys. I know the weather's nice, but we gotta. If you're gonna work out, you might as well work out as a group, right? You're gonna have better workouts. Plus, you're going to motivate each other, and you're gonna help each other by being there to spot one another. And it's always good to have a set of second eyes on you. Okay. All right. I want to talk about. I want to talk about 10 things that are common sense, but maybe are not quite common sense, okay? Maybe we debate these in our minds, or maybe you're not aware. So let's go through 5 of them, okay? So 1, don't ignore the way food makes you feel, all right? So it doesn't matter what I say to a certain degree, okay? If a certain food bothers you, don't eat it. All right, if it gives you indigestion, if it gives you gas, if you feel like you don't digest well, of course, talk to me, but I want you to listen to your body, all right? So if a food does not agree with you, then stay away from it, okay? Number 2, every meal you have should contain protein, fat, and fiber. Of course, I've said this from day 1. Maybe not so common sense, this one, perhaps. But now you know, right? So every meal should contain protein, fiber, and fat. So what's an example of all 3 of those put together? Well, a protein would be, like eggs, or perhaps a meat or fish. All right, and then a fat could be, it could be whole eggs, so there would be your fat. Or perhaps you're having some olive oil on your fish, or maybe some nuts with your meat. And of course, fiber could be something like a salad, or I don't know, some cabbage or broccoli or something like that, or Brussels sprouts, okay? It could be fruit, could be berries, or even an apple. All right, number 3, take care of your gut. Take care of your intestines, your large intestine in particular. So, you want to make sure that you're getting some good bacteria, some good probiotics. So things like kefir and indigestible starch, like actually unripe bananas is really good. And even like if you cook potatoes and then you cool them, actually if you cook them and cool them, you'll actually you'll take that starch and you'll make it more and more resistant. So you're actually reducing the carbohydrates in the potato by cooking it and then cooling it. And if you do it over and over again, you actually reduce the amount of carbohydrates in it, okay? You get more indigestible starch, which is kind of interesting. Okay, but point is though, that is good for your gut, okay? And sauerkraut's another great one as well. All right, number 4, avoid processed foods like the plague. Of course, we've gone through that, and not all processed foods are bad, but generally speaking, processed foods contain things like chemical preservatives, artificial sweeteners, food dyes, man-made fats, things like trans fats, and what else? Perhaps sweeteners, chemical sweeteners. So we want to avoid those as much as possible. You don't have to completely cut them out, but avoid them as much as you can. And number 5, do not trust the media headlines, okay? Listen, they want to put stuff out there that's sensational, okay? So all the headlines, At the very least, if you see some sort of sensationalistic headline like, eggs, will make you die soon, or, protein is going to kill you, okay, at least read the article. All right, read the article. Because quite often, even the article is not totally representative of what the headline says. All right? So there are 5 sort of common sense, maybe not so common sense things to include. I'll go through another 5 tomorrow, okay? All right, message of the day. Surround yourself with people who elevate your game. Surround yourself with those who elevate your game. All right? You need positivity, especially at this point, because it's getting harder. And people should be supporting you. You're trying to take care of your health and your psychological and emotional well-being. Okay, these all go hand in hand. So if people have a problem with what you're doing, it's not your problem. Okay, it's not your problem. They have an issue with it. As to why, I can't tell you why. They should be very happy for you. They should ideally be supportive. And I certainly don't have an issue if people want to eat bad. If you want to eat bad, go ahead and eat bad. Okay. Of course, if you want to improve yourself and you want my help, but you're eating bad, then of course I'm going to care, right? But if you want to eat bad, then go ahead, do it. If you want to drink alcohol, go ahead and do it. But I've never understood why people have an issue, or it seems like sometimes people have an issue with somebody trying to follow or to become more conscious and aware of their lifestyle, what they're doing with their food and their exercise and stuff like that. So, my thoughts are that it makes them feel like maybe insecure, maybe that they're not doing something that they should be doing, and they feel like they ought to do it. So I don't know. I can't guess. I'm not really sure, but it's not your problem. Okay, surround yourself by people who elevate your game. That's what you need. Okay, and this goes for everything in life. All right, submit, commit, you guys. Watch these videos, for God's sake. Watch these videos. All right, and I will talk to you guys all soon. Tomorrow night, we have class, 7 p.m. Be there. See you guys.